Hello, wild ones. Welcome back. So, today we are diving in even deeper with this idea, this notion of how do we show up fully and orgasmically and wildly as who we are on a soul level without shirking the, kind of mundane day-to-day responsibilities of being human, without that infantile desire to like, oh my God, it's like trying to stick your fingers in your ears, like, I don't want to. And as a creative, we can get into that space where it's just like, but all I want to do is create. That's it. That's all I want, is to just create. And when we get into that space, it's not good, it's not bad, it's not, any of these judgy things that we put on stuff, but rather, is it serving? Is it serving? So, in some instances, maybe yes, right? Maybe it's time to refocus, to follow through, to sit down at your desk or on the stage, and to really just like to sit at the easel and to sit your behind down and get to it, right? Sometimes it may not be serving, right? Sometimes it takes us away from humaning, from our relationships, from paying bills, from being able to just even remember to like eat and drink water and to take care of our bodies and to work out and all these things. So when we say all I want to do is create, like that's it, that's all I want from life, that's the only thing, it is a space for us to look at, okay, where is it that I'm turned off in my life, and that I'm feeling like if all I had to do was create, that I would be able to be so turned on, and I would be able to be so free, and I would be able to be so completely in tune with who I am and what I want and my soul path and all of these things, right? It's a portal. It's an opening demand to the universe. Like it's a beseeching, a request, like, oh my God, all I want to do is create. It's an opening to say, okay, so what is it that you truly, truly want? And if you're like, no, that's really what I want, that's all I want to do, then I implore you to even look into and feel into. So let's just say all we did was create, right? That's it. All we did was create. That would mean we'd have no relationships, because if all we were doing was creating, there would be no time, there would be no space to engage, there would be no lover, there would be no parents or children, or there would be no friendships, there would be no masterminds, there would be no other artists. You would not have, like, how would you get your art out into the world, right? And let's just say you're like, oh no, okay, I'd have a chef, I'd have a housekeeper, I'd have a whatever, I'd have all these things, a bookkeeper and all these things. Yes, and if you never did anything other than art, when would you actually engage with these people to keep the resonance of that relationship going? To make sure that they're doing what you actually need them to do, that your household is still running, that your mortgage is paid, nobody forgot, and whoops, oh, it's been 3 months and that hasn't been paid, or like whatever it might be. If it's that all I want to do is have the space to create, I invite you to look into and feel when you are completely isolated, right? And I don't mean like, ooh, this is yummy, I'm going to take, a week and just, go sit at the mountains or on the beach and just write or paint or whatever, or, poems or whatever it is, right? But like this sense of isolation where no one is there for you. Because if all we do is our art, then no one will be there for us, because we're teaching them that we want to be completely left alone and never, ever, ever, ever spoken to or checked on, or to hang out with us. Like we want none of that, right? If all we want to do is our art. And so rather than being like it's black or white, it only has to be art or it has to be life, right? What if we open ourselves into the space where we can actually allow and receive both, where we can expand our capacity for being with both, to be with our creativity, to be with the muse, and also to be with life, right? To be with people and places and Mama Earth and God and soul, to be with all of it, and to create from that space of knowing and connection. And it hit me today when I am most creative and turned on and tuned into my art. Yes, writing, right? Like speaking, just being like in this orgasmic space of healing and holding sacred space with students and clients. When I'm there, it comes when I'm in my turn on. I am not cut out to be the starving, tortured artist who sacrifices everything and is completely alone. And I love being by myself. And also, there's a difference between just loving being alone and, okay, do I want to spend the rest of my time on this earth completely and utterly by myself, never having another conversation with another human being? No, I love the crap out of my family, and I love love, and I love life, and I love my peeps and my clients and my tribe and students and all. I love it. I love all of this stuff, right? And so it's that space of like, okay, so how can I be with both, right? Like, how can I truly, truly, truly be with both without burning down the bridges of one or the other? And so me, as the tortured, starving artist, it just doesn't fit because it doesn't feed me, right? It became this noble thing to die for your art as this, this crazy woman or man, and who hid away in the attic for the last 20 years and no one heard from them, and their family thought they had died, and then all of a sudden all this work was found and it was published, and yay, oh my gosh, the world has changed forever because this person created the most amazing art alone forever. It's when did that become the thing, right? Elizabeth Gilbert talks about in Big Magic, which is, oh my God, if you haven't read it, holy crap, and only if you're an artist, if you're a creative, if you're someone who's here to shake up the world with your message, with your life, I highly, highly, highly recommend it. And she really dives into this about how there was this, I don't even want to say a resurgence, but this upheaval of art in and of itself, of creativity, and it shifted into, yay, we're going to glorify the person who only lives for their art and nothing else. So what if you chose something different? What if you chose to say, I'm going to do both. I'm going to have both. I'm going to expand my capacity to be with my art, my creativity, my message, my mission on this planet, and also with life, with the people I care about, or the soulmate that I desire to receive into my life, to engage and helping to clean up the oceans and the ozone and stop sex trafficking and poaching and all of these things, right? Like, whatever turns on your soul. What if you choose to show up, to receive, to be with, to fully be with both art and life? What would shift for you? I would love to hear from you. So definitely let me know, what if you chose both? What would change for you? How would things not only look differently, but how would they feel differently? How would you begin to expand into a different level of consciousness and embodied love and joy and orgasmic waking bliss? Like, how would things shift for you if you chose to be with art and with life? I would love, love, love to hear from you. And if you would like to go deeper into this kind of work, into being able to be completely, wildly, passionately turned on with who you're here to be, and also get your great work out into the world in a way that, and only in the way that completely lights your fire and turns on your soul, then go ahead and message me and we will connect, right? We will totally get into this and dive in, and if it's a good fit, then we'll explore the different ways to work together. So you can also shoot me an email, nika@nikacarly.com, or wherever you happen to be watching this video, just shoot me a little message. I love you guys. Hope you're having an amazingly glorious new moon. And as always, here's to your untaming. Bye, wild ones.